For me, being a broker at Capital Pacific means surrounding yourself with like-minded people that are willing to collaborate and truly care about the success of one another. Each and every one of us at the table is trying to excel above and beyond our competition.
Capital Pacific is an investment real estate firm focusing on retail and office properties throughout the Western United States. What separates our firm from others is our unique team approach to selling. We work with our network of brokers between our Seattle, Portland, and San Francisco offices to maximize the number of potential buyers and access all possible forms of capital interested in purchasing your asset.
What I love about this group of brokers is I think the inherent level of trust that goes with this platform. Obviously, we talk about this in depth, but just the idea that every day we're all coming in with each other's best interests at heart, and I think it shows. I think we're all transacting together on a daily basis, whether that's co-brokering listings or working buyers together. I think we're seeing a level of trust and cooperation amongst each other that I just don't think many firms see, and I think that's what I love about our brokers and this team right now.
What I love most about working with the group of brokers here at Capital Pacific is I know every day is an opportunity to learn from the best in the business. To draw from the collective experience of 7 other brokers and countless years in our centralized database is such a unique opportunity that not many people have the ability to take part in, and it's something that I value very much and never take for granted.
One of the things that I love about being on the team with Capital Pacific is the amount of depth on the broker side. There's a handful of brokers that you can reach out to not only on pricing but on deal hiccups and or discussions of ways to approach either the client and or the buyer to get the transaction done so it's favorable to both parties. I've worked in multiple brokerage firms or with them, and there's a lack of bench or depth in the bench, and a lot of guys are just relying solely on what they feel versus a sounding board of a group of individuals that are looking in the best interest of getting the transaction done.
Well, mine's a little different because I haven't had a broker seat quite yet. January 1st is the start date, so this is a little premature for this elevator speech, but I really do take it seriously, and I know being here 8 years how hard it is to become a broker in this industry, but I also know how hard it is to have a seat at Capital Pacific and what that means. I've seen how picky we are and who we recruit. I've also seen just how long people stay here that are successful. We've had very little turnover. I'm also appreciative of the team aspect and the fact that I know 100% that I have a team of brokers behind me that will have my back, that will mentor me, will provide insight and advice when needed. And I've been privileged to work with them for the past 8 years, and I'm excited for 2000.
What I love most about being on this team of brokers is that we all care, and when we care and we start to collaborate in meaningful ways, shit that comes out of it is really incredible. And no one can beat us on those terms. That's what I got.
What I love most about this group of guys that I get to work with is the inherent level of trust that we have with each other, and that's based not just on friendship, but on competency and ability and foresight, and there's just a lot that goes in that takes a lot of time to develop, and it's something that I love most about it is I can turn to just about anybody, anytime for an honest assessment and some pushback, some honest feedback. I feel like I can give it to them, and we do believe that when we all die, this thing will balance itself out. So there's an honesty behind that that's very meaningful.
The best thing about being on the team of brokers for me is the transparency we have with one another. It just makes doing deals 1,000% easier than with outside brokers who don't tell you shit.
What I love most about being a Capital Pacific broker is the fact that we're surrounded by a team that trusts and genuinely cares about the well-being and success of the other brokers on the team, and that we do not compete with each other but strive to push each other to the highest limits possible. we're also surrounded by a support staff that allows us to focus exactly on what we should be doing every day and not get caught in the weeds of transactions and or research or the other things that just drag us down. You have a team of brokers that all bring something unique to the table, a different approach, different style that you can continuously learn from. And the fact that we all perform at a super high level and don't tolerate dead wood or bullshit.